Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where I get 60 seconds to talk about whatever. Thank you. 57 days ago, Jack Campbell spoke to the Toronto media. Another crushing first-round exit was the topic of conversation, but so was his future. His contract was up, and it was obvious he wanted to stay with the Leafs.
Winning here means everything to me, and I love the city of Toronto. I love the fans, the support. My teammates are absolutely incredible. The coaching staff, really everything. So, obviously it's a tough loss. We were right there, and that's all I've had time to think about. But as far as negotiating all that, that'll be up to Kyle and my agent.
Apparently, those negotiations did not go well. Later today, it's expected that Campbell will officially become an ex-Leaf, reportedly signing with Edmonton. Campbell wasn't perfect, but he was liked by the fan base and respected in the room. That is tough to replace. Not impossible to replace, but tough. Luke Fox of Sportsnet. He's going to be all over the start of free agency at noon today. He's been kind enough to join us. Luke, never a dull moment with his hockey team in Toronto. What do you think is the biggest reason why Jack Campbell is probably not going to be part of this roster after today?
Well, I think we're going to hear the word term. It's rumored that he's going to get 5 years and $25 million from likely the Edmonton Oilers. The Leafs have decided to go with Matt Murray, who's only under contract for 2 years at slightly less than $5 million. But I think there was an element of disrespect here. Kyle Dubas, never really went out of his way to try and keep Jack Campbell in the fold. He kind of treated him the same way as his other expiring contracts like Ilya Mikheyev, and said, we're going to poke around the market and see. He didn't hide the fact that he was looking around for trades at the deadline, didn't hide the fact that he was looking around for trades and possibly free agents after the end of the season. And Jack Campbell really battled hard for this team. And maybe once it's obvious that management's looking elsewhere, you start to look elsewhere too.
Luke, I've never seen a team at the start of free agency have as big a need for a backup goalie as this Leaf team. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't cite the case because you mentioned Matt Murray. Matt Murray's played 40-ish games the last couple of years, coming off a concussion. This is a big, big risk. I know they know each other going back to Sault Ste. Marie. It's a big risk. If you're looking at one or two goaltending names as free agency begins at noon today, who should we be looking at?
Well, Ilya Samsonov is a big name that's suddenly out there. Somewhat of a surprise that he wasn't qualified as an RFA by Washington. So suddenly he's on the market, and he had a winning record for a playoff team, the Capitals. His save percentage was less than .900, so that's a bit of a concern, but he's young. He's the youngest UFA goalie on the market. He's going to have other interests, though. Buffalo, I think, might be keen on him as well. Otherwise, you could go the veteran route. Jaro Halak, formerly of Vancouver. If he wants to continue his career, he's still a decent goalie, can pick up, he can't carry the load, but he can pick up enough starts to be a decent backup still, I believe.
Luke, great stuff. Follow Luke Fox on Twitter. Free agency, again, opens at noon today. Follow him. Turn on the notifications right to your phone. I can tell you this gentleman's going to be very active on social media, especially if you're a Leaf fan. You follow Luke. Luke, great stuff, man. We appreciate it. It's going to be a long day. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck with that first pitch there, Sid.
Thank you. Thank you. I think the Leafs have better luck getting a goalie today than me having a good first pitch, but I appreciate it.